to Robert's Video Gaming Republic here on April the 19th of 2014. I'm Robert. This is the first official episode of a new video podcast series that I've started. Originally I used to do something called Robert's Digital Domain, but I've since decided to change that over to Robert's Video Gaming Republic, feeling that that seemed to be a more fitting or apropos kind of a title for a official, gaming or geek news podcast, so we're going to stick with that. Anyway, I'm Robert, and as you can see, I'm a bit of a video game fanatic. Hard to tell. Got the screens all running with all the pertinent systems. Currently rocking both of the next generation machines, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and I'm keeping my PS3 and 360 alive for the time being. I've not completely given up on the old generation, seeing as how there's just so much stuff I've still yet to finish. I've got, sadly, a massive catalog of titles with which I've yet to really complete to their fullest, so I've got my hands full for the foreseeable future. And it's probably a good thing, seeing as this summer is probably going to see a very sizable drought of titles. I do have Watch Dogs coming out, which I'm going to be getting for the PS4. I'm sort of on the fence for Wolfenstein, The New Order. I've seen some gameplay onto it, and I'm not quite there just yet. I might very well do it, maybe as a rental at first, just to see if it's worth my time. But until then, yeah, I'm reserving judgment on Wolfenstein. And then, after those titles release, it's just going to be a big 3-month drought, unless they surprise us with a few other things we weren't aware of. I think there are some indie titles that might be coming up that might perk my interest, but beyond that, we'll have to see. Otherwise, I've been just whiling away the time with Titanfall, Call of Duty Ghosts, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and, let's see, a fourth title. Yes, Infamous Second Son, which I've really got to hunker down and just do. Outside of gaming news, though, next weekend coming up is going to be the first Chiller Theater horror movie convention for the year. They do it 2 times a year, once in April and then again in October. And so we're going to go do the the April one. I correct myself. We'll probably end up doing the October one as well. I've been taking the kids on up. This is going to be my first time taking my son up. I'm going to take Zach on up and record the goings-on there. Looking to lay some hands on some Godzilla swag, seeing as how the new movie is coming on out. And I'm getting kind of psyched for it. I mean, I've seen the trailers, and I have to say, I'm impressed. Just by, them portraying the scale of the monster being so massive and incredibly destructive, and focusing on the fact that it's a horror movie rather than a big science fiction action piece, Even though it's produced by Michael Bay, it's not directed by Michael Bay. So, we won't be seeing all this, humanity wins the day against the giant whatever because of our, military might, because the amount of destruction that goes on, I mean, it absolutely overmatches any sort of military capability we could bring to the table. And that's what Godzilla is. Godzilla is destruction. It is just a walking natural disaster, and it should be a horror/disaster movie, on top of the fact that, it's a monster, so I'm looking to pick up some memorabilia and whatnot, so. Beyond that, I've been just following, as far as, genre television is concerned, I've been following Game of Thrones, which, tomorrow night, we'll see a new episode. The fallout after the death of, King Joffrey, if you didn't already know. The little demon finally met his end, thanks to poison in his goblet. And it didn't strike the same chord in me as the Red Wedding did. If anything, the death was shocking, but I always kind of felt like I was gonna cheer when this little bastard died. I was gonna be like, yes, he's done. But you know what? After you see what happens to him and whatnot, and how he suffers, part of you feels a little bit bad, you know, because again, this is a kid, you know, and a rotten, spoiled, deceitful demon seed of a child, yes, but a child nonetheless. And being a parent myself, it was a little hard to watch, but yeah, I'm definitely psyched to see what the hell happens. I feel sorry for poor Tyrion, you know. I mean, he just gets tossed to the wolves here. And I hope he can outthink his way out of this one, you know. I mean, that was always his thing, is that his mind was his weapon, and how he's going to think his way out of what is easily, it's a setup, you know it's a setup. I'd love to see how they do it. And see what happens with the other Stark children's. I mean, Sansa being spirited away by the disgraced knight turned fool. Kind of wondering where that's going. Hopefully he can get her the hell out of King's Landing, because, you know, that poor thing has suffered mightily at the hands of Joffrey, and she shouldn't have to suffer anymore. In case you haven't figured it out, I've not read the book, so I don't know what's going to happen to any of these characters. I'm just, you know, in the dark like most people, you know, about this stuff. So, in any event, we'll see what happens tomorrow. So, with that, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to keep this short, but this is Robert of Robert's Video Gaming Republic, signing off here on April the 19th, until April the 26th, next Saturday, when we pick this up, and we'll be doing a video of the Chiller Theater Convention in Parsippany, New Jersey. We'll be seeing you then.